What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of Pitcher List, and we're going to talk about Corbin Burnes today because Corbin Burnes is dope. It makes you feel dope, and let's just watch him pitch for a little bit. How does he do this? How is he being so effective? And the answer really is cutters. His cutter is just so unbelievably good. It comes in the mid 90s, sometimes upper 90s. He also has a slider that gets a ton of whiffs, so he doesn't really use it a lot. It's like 10 to 15% usage. He does have a sinker that goes in the opposite direction as well. Sometimes a big curveball, sometimes a changeup, but really it's just demolishing guys with cutters, and we're just going to watch it here. So this is the 6th inning, his final inning from his Sunday start, and you're going to see how well, I mean, that's just perfect paint. This is a pitch that starts off the plate and then comes back in. Think of it like Kyle Hendricks throwing backdoor two-seamers, but he throws them at 88 miles per hour, and this is a cutter at 95 with subtle movement to it, so it looks like it's a four-seamer going away and landing in the opposite batter's box, and it just sneaks back in. I mean, this is so good. Look at this. It starts away and comes back in. Just, a little subtlety. It's so good. Okay, so now, setting that first pitch away, Corbin Burnes is able to go up and in now. Beautiful. Use both sides of the plate. And that's an excellent pitch. That's an out every time if they swing in contact. Like, that is perfect. Down and away, up and in, using both sides of the plate. I mean, this is also just so well located. That's cutting in. Look at that. Like, this is unbelievable pitching. Like, you're not supposed to do anything as Dribble Cabrera. You don't have a chance. All right, so he's going to do the same thing again. Starts cutter away, and that's a strike, and he doesn't get it because baseball isn't fair. He's going to try it again. I'm down with this. I mean, he's feeling it so well. It gets a little bit more of the plate than he wants and actually getting closer to that danger zone for a lefty. But it moved enough. He was able to get the whiff here. 95. That's 1-1. That's fine. Do it again. Yeah, look at this. Oh, it looks like they're doing a curveball now at 80 miles per hour. He's way out in front because, I mean, that's such a good cutter, and it's well above 50% usage that you can essentially sell out for that cutter every single time. That's what Rojas is doing here, and he fouls off a curveball at 80. Look, if Corbin Burnes can do that and surprise guys at 1-1 counts with that curveball, he's going to get foul balls and called strikes all the time. So that's beautiful. So now at 1-2, you could backdoor cutter, which it looks like they're doing now. You can also throw a changeup if you're feeling that, where, again, he's going to be selling out for that cutter. We'll see what happens. Oh, it looks like it was that changeup. That's gorgeous. Like, look at this. I want to watch this again. Oh, my God. Look at this. Okay, so out of the hand, this is looking like a fastball and maybe one that cutters again. That is going to land inside the zone. Rojas has to swing. Like, again, you saw on the 1-1 pitch, he's selling out for that cutter. And what happens to it? Here it is. It's staying up, and then just down. Oh, that's beautiful. You can actually see the plane of the bat. If that were to come where he thinks the cutter is, actually he's going to make good contact on this one. Pretty good timing on it, right? Like, he thinks that's going to come back towards him, and it doesn't. It goes down and away, and that's just absolutely perfect 1-2 pitch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so this is actually a tough out now. This is Ketel Marte. So he's going to try and go up and in on this one. He pulls that one down. Fine, 97. Now, it is still inside, though. You can still change eye level. But as far as going in and out, you might want to go away. Yeah, that's what they're going with. And he goes with a changeup. Now, I get the pitch call because you're thinking that Ketel Marte might be aggressive here. Generally, there is a rule of thumb. If you are a hitter, you want to take... okay. If you are a hitter with 2 outs and it was quick 2 outs ahead of you, the rule of thumb as the third batter is to wait to take a strike before swinging, as you want to make the pitcher work more, right? He threw only 2 pitches to get as Dribble Cabrera, only took 4 to get Rojas. The last thing you want to do is be aggressive on the first pitch and give them the opportunity for a 7-pitch inning. So in general, as the third batter, you do want to wait until you take a strike. So if I'm Burnes, I'm going to be trying to be aggressive here. I'm going to be living inside the zone as much as I can. He did go cutter first pitch. Now he's going to change up. I kind of would have liked a cutter instead. right? Attack the zone a little bit better. Use that backdoor cutter. And then he's a little bit scared now. He's throwing a curveball 2-0 with 2 outs. He didn't want to give in to Ketel Marte. It is a 1-0 game, and this is their most dangerous hitter. So I do understand that. I understand why he's being a little more passive. So he's going to throw that cutter here. He's got to be. And there it is at 95. Ketel Marte thinks it's a ball. It's not because it's a dope cutter. I mean, sure, that's a little bit higher than you want, but at 3-0, that's getting taken every single time. 3-1, he does it again. It's like the same exact pitch repeated as now it's 3-2. And you think you should go back with the cutter. Honestly, if I'm Corbin Burnes, if I can feel that curveball, if I feel good about that, or my changeup, I throw it instead of the cutter. Let's see what he goes with. Oh, that's a 2-hittable of a cutter. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think you really need me to tell you much about this one. But this is supposed to be a way like that, and that's just middle. I mean, yeah. Ketel Marte is going to do that. That's what happens. That's fine. Ketel Marte, I should say, not Kettle. My apologies. So he tugs that one, man on first. He's trying to do that cutter away because this is the first righty we've seen against Burnes here. And that cutter can be so effective along the outside corner, getting guys off the end of the bat, swinging at this pitch as it falls off the zone. You can also surprise them up and in, but I think Burnes does like to jam guys with sinkers a bit inside too, so it's a bit of a mix and match. There's that cutter, 95, and that looked like right down the middle, right? This looked meaty, and then all of a sudden you can see it bend away at the last moment. Oh, it's such a good pitch. So at 1-1, you see him swing through that. Just throw it again. They did not the best one he's thrown, but it did come back over the inside corner a little bit as he thought maybe that was the sinker coming in. So now it's 1-2. You can throw whatever you want. I would throw the slider, honestly. I think a slider is that good of a pitch. I mean, you got to understand, Corbin Burnes has a slider that has like a 25 to 30% swing strike rate, which is way above average. Like, we normally think 20% is a threshold. Like, whoa, that's a really good slider for swing strike rates. He's just like above 25%. He only throws about 10% of the time. This is exactly when he should do it. And that's what it was. That was at 88 miles per hour. That was the slider. He just didn't get it down enough. You can see the timing was off. That's why he only fouled it off there. If he gets that down, because Carson Kelly had committed to that pitch, he would have gotten the whiff, but he just put it a little too high up. It was pretty good, though. Don't get me wrong, on the outside corner and everything like that, but that's supposed to be a whiff pitch, not inside the zone. He goes back to it. Actually, that's the curveball, and he gets the ground out. Okay. I mean, this might be one of the worst pitches he threw, because this is going to get a swing. And while it is like it is in the zone, and it's at the bottom of it, it's in the middle, and essentially, when you throw the curveball off of the cutter, and you're expecting them to maybe get a whiff or something like that, you're basing it off of the velocity drop, and then the movement where it's now in a place that isn't a strike anymore so that you swing over it, right? This is really good early in the count, but when you're expecting them to be committed on a fastball on their front foot like they are, you have to put this in a place where their bat isn't able to catch up. Adjust to the new location and speed. This is a spot, because it's middle, he's able to put some sort of wood on it effectively. If this is away or just underneath a little bit more, this is a whiff. And the reason you're throwing that curveball is not to surprise him and freeze him in the zone. You're doing it because you think he's going to be on his front foot and committed. So I want that to be understood. This looks like it's a really good location. It's on the bottom edge, but he gave Carson Kelly an opportunity to put this ball in play. Fortunately for Burnes, it went into the glove and he got his third out. So yeah, there's that's Corbin Burnes. He's really, really good. The cutter is one of the better pitches in baseball right now. He does have some other tools to mix and match with it as well. And we should just continue to expect him to succeed at the major league level. I mean, he's He's a top 10 pitcher in baseball right now, and all I'm doing is hoping for some reason that the Brewers let him go more than 160 innings this season, because more Corbin Burnes, I think, is just good for baseball. But that's going to do it for today's edition of this pitcher video breakdown. If you want to watch this live, go to twitch.tv/pitcherlist every single weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Come on by, ask all the questions you have, and we're going to watch a pitcher or two together. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.